Hello and welcome back to Student Talk. I'm your host Savion and I'm here with Sheldon again. So I just want to talk to you about, you had a kind of a busy day on Wednesday.
Yeah, I did.
Just tell me about it.
So on Wednesday, I was going to head down to Philadelphia. There was a basketball game, and it wasn't just any basketball game. The Sixers recently got James Harden, a superstar in the league. He was in Brooklyn, wasn't really having fun there. He wasn't really liking everything that was going on with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. So they kind of had a little parting off because he only was there for like maybe a season, and then Ben Simmons for the Sixers, he wasn't gelling with us anymore. He wasn't happy with the playoff performance, and people were holding him accountable, and he didn't feel that he was supposed to be accountable. So he kind of sat the whole season, and we were wanting to trade him, and then with Harden's situation, we found out that we could actually acquire Harden, and so when that trade happened, obviously they switched it to and some other players and picks here and there, but now the Sixers had Harden, so they had a duo with Harden and Embiid, and it was, everyone in Philadelphia was excited. I was especially excited because Harden's insane. He's everything that we needed in a player. And I mean, he's also top 75 all-time players. So
what was the beef going on between Harden and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving?
I think that it's because Kyrie wasn't vaccinated and he was only allowed to play in away games, and he wasn't allowed to play in the arenas in New York or California. So they decided, so obviously Kyrie didn't want to get vaccinated. He was very open about it, and that caused a lot of issues for them. Kevin Durant also got hurt. He just came back last night, actually, after an MCL injury in his knee. Someone landed on his knee, and he was out for a long time. It was before All-Star break, so it's been like a good month or two that he was out. So he missed a lot of time, so it really was just Harden and the team. And with all that stuff and the drama going on, I think Harden just kind of had enough.
He was over it.
Yeah, so they just parted ways pretty much. It's something that we didn't expect. Like, I didn't think that trade was going to happen. I really didn't think that Ben was going to get traded this year. I really thought they were just going to keep him and wait for someone like Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal, but that never happened, and James Harden was on the table, so our GM, Daryl Morey, took the opportunity and went for it. So,
are you excited that he came to the team?
Oh, absolutely excited. James Harden is a shot creator, facilitator. He's not afraid of the moment. He's a veteran. He's done it all. The only thing he hasn't done is won a championship, and that's what we're hoping to be able to bring to the city. That's what we need.
So tell me about the game. How did it go?
So going to that game, it was me and my mom, my dad. We got good seats. I was so excited. The arena was, you could just feel the energy. It was packed house. Like, as soon as they did the pregame and he was out there like shooting around, having fun, dancing, the energy was just through the roof. Like, everyone was going insane. Everyone's saying, "Oh, we love you," and everything, showing all the support because we want to make him feel like he's home. He's 32. He's probably got 3, 4, maybe 5 years left in the league. We're expecting this to be the last place that he plays, so he's a legend. So we want to like send him off and make him feel comfortable and like have him be happy that he's here. And he said he wanted to play here. He said he wanted to play here before he went to Brooklyn, but where he was in Houston, Houston did not want to trade him to us because our general manager left them to come to us. So they were kind of being petty about that. So we ended up getting him, after all, a year later than we wanted to, but it all worked out in the end.
So how do you think it's going to go? Based off of the game that you saw last night, how do you think the season is going to go?
Well, the season's just about over, so I think there's around 23 to 22 games left. Already we've had a small sample size of what they can do. 3 games, they've won 3 straight with Harden. He's shown that he still has it. Like, in Brooklyn, people were trying to say that he was washed, that he wasn't as good, and that's not the case. He's top 5 in assists in the league. He's averaging around 10. He's still scoring like 22, 25 a game, so he does more than what we had from Ben and a lot of other players, and he's helping our younger players because we have a guy that's his second year, Tyrese Maxey, and is just getting started in the league, and he had a big jump because Ben Simmons was the point guard last year. Ben Simmons didn't play, so he had to step up, and he stepped up perfectly this year, and Harden's taking him to the next level. He's putting him under his wing, mentoring him. He's doing everything right.
And that has to be like a self-esteem boost or just a morale boost to have somebody like Harden on the team now.
Yeah, absolutely. When you have a team, because we're not the youngest team, but we still have a lot of young players. We have players that have experience in the playoffs, but having Harden is just that next step, because Harden's been in the league for a lot longer than Embiid has, and obviously Embiid's their star, but like them two together, like they want it so bad. Like they want to win so bad. Embiid's been here since 2014 till now in the same city, wanting to win here, and then Harden's coming in. He knows how much Embiid wants it and the team wants it, so he's going to do everything he can to help this team out.
Yeah. So you actually told me that you stayed up all night during the day you went to the game. Do you think the game was worth it? How did the game go?
I think the game was absolutely worth it. It was a long day that day. There was a lot of work I had to do. There's school, and there's a lot of just in general, just like at the gym and all this, and there's just so much stuff happening that I needed to do. But going to that game, like,
it was worth it.
It was so worth it, especially seeing how, obviously seeing a win is always a big thing. Seeing your team play at a good level, nationally televised so the whole world could see, and like get a taste for like what they can do, because I mean, this is what we're expecting to see for the next couple of years now. So,
what were some of the highlights during the game?
Some of the highlights, I mean, there's a lot.
Just go down the list.
Let's see. I mean, one of the better plays that I saw, because Harden's like he's been passing way more this year than like ever before. Like the last 2-3 years, his assist numbers have been going up. His passing, though, there is a play where he gets the rebound and just chucks the ball down the court, and it's just one of our younger guys, Matisse Thybulle, who's an amazing defensive player. It's like a touchdown pass. He catches it, goes up with the layup. The Knicks, who we were playing, called a timeout. And the thing that you love about that play is that after that play, Harden goes to the crowd, looks at them, raises his hands up, and telling them to bring it on and cheering. And it's just something that you love to see, because he's embracing it. And Philly fans, they can be tough. I can't lie. I've seen it all. I've seen us boo. I've booed people when they played bad, because, I mean, you look at it. Like, you're paying a lot of money to go see these guys play. They're professionals. You don't want to see someone that you're rooting for get beat out. So the fact that he's embracing it, and that he's showed a lot of support, and he said that these fans are great and that they deserve it, like, it puts it all over.
Yeah. So, was that your first time seeing Harden during a game?
Actually, it wasn't, because the first game of the season was the opener when he was on the Nets still, was the first game that I saw.
That was in Philly?
Yeah, it was in Philadelphia, the first game of the season that I went to. So it was around October, I think, like mid to late October, that the first game of the season happened there. So I saw him in Brooklyn. And obviously, when he's not on your team, you're not gonna, you're not rooting for him. I didn't hate him, but obviously I was upset seeing that Brooklyn had a big three with Kyrie, KD, and Harden. They were a big three. They're three of the best scorers in the league, and they're all three talents that are gonna be first ballot Hall of Famers when they retire. So obviously it was annoying to see him then, but now he's on my team, so it's just a different side of the ball.
Completely different. Looking back, do you have a favorite game that you've gone to?
It's a lot of games that I've been through. No, that's hard to say. I mean, another game earlier that year that I saw was probably when they played the Cavaliers, who the Cavaliers have been up and coming these past couple of years. And Joel Embiid went off for like a 40-point triple-double in the game, and it was just like, being at that game, like I was like witnessing like a historical event, because like it's a center scoring 40. Like 40 points is a big deal no matter where you go, and then putting a triple double on top of that while winning the game, that game definitely sticks out to me a lot right now. Over the years, there's definitely some other games. I remember when LeBron came, when he was on the Cavs, And
that was a while ago.
yeah, and we were like, it was like our second, third year where we were like really, like we were starting to be like that team where we were getting noticed more and that we were a lot better than we were before. And I remember because they compared Ben and LeBron to each other a lot. So it was Ben versus LeBron and everything. And that was the game that I remember a lot because that was we beat them and it was a big win for us because, I mean, it's LeBron. And obviously at that time, Ben was more on my side than he is now. But seeing him go against LeBron was definitely one of the better games that I saw too.
Yeah. All right. We're changing topics for a bit. The Batman movie coming out.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
I'm absolutely excited about that movie. I'm a huge Batman fan. My dad, he loves Batman too. And obviously the Batman movies recently, they've been a little weird with Ben Affleck not doing a solo movie.
Yeah, I just realized that there hasn't been a single Batman solo movie.
There hasn't been a solo since
what was it? 2012? Did the
the end of the Dark Knight trilogy was around there. That was like the last solo Batman live action movie.
So it's been 10 years.
Yeah, it's been pretty much around there. Yeah. So, I mean, I liked Ben Affleck when he was around, but obviously there was some issues with Warner Brothers. They didn't know what they were doing. So, I mean, I'm really excited for this new one. I think they have a fresh take, and that it really should be something good.
All right. Well, that's all we have for today for Student Talk. We talked about a lot of different topics today. So thank you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
That food.